So let's talk about first, what is change? I've got that little square thing up there. So, what definition would you give to change? Besides what's in our pockets and jingles.
That which was is no more.
That which was is no more. Yeah, that's a great
And
definition.
now it's now.
Now is now. That was there, and now I'm here.
Yeah.
So, any other ideas of how you define change?
Difference in your routine.
It definitely can be a difference in our routines. You know, so because we're so, you know, and just the fact of the word routine is that so many times we just do things automatically, and now there's been that interruption. So, any other ideas? Yes.
Positive or negative?
You're right. It can be positive or negative.
Anything that disrupts the status quo?
Anything that disrupts the status quo. So some great definitions, you know, that we've heard, and those would all be right. One of the things I want to share is just for tonight that we simply look at it is that it's a transition from one state to another, which is really what all of you defined, using different words to say that. And you know, the problem with change, though, wouldn't be perhaps so bad to deal with, but you know, then we have these emotional and psychological reactions to the change, and that kind of enters into the picture and screws everything up for us. But if it were just the change, we weren't dealing with those things, it may not be so difficult to get through them. So, you know what? Mother Nature is one of the greatest change initiators around, but we don't necessarily think about that. But look at where we are right now. We're in autumn, right? We're the fall. So, what are some of your thoughts? How many of you hate the fall? Or just really don't particularly like it? I've got a hand back there. Yeah. What is it about the fall, the autumn, that you don't particularly like?
It's cold.
Yeah.
I really don't care much about the colors on the trees. Even.
Okay.
I prefer it to be green.
You prefer green?
Yeah, I just don't like it. I know it's going to be cold.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be cold, and today it's wet, or tomorrow I think it's going to be cold, and today's wet. Yes.
Kind of building on Claudia's thoughts there, in many ways, mourn the loss of all this sun. All the fun that you had during the summertime, you played out a movie and you're going to see how it's gone now. And then it's also, you know, it's very prophetic and tells you, okay,
Yes, exactly. So,
It's kind of the end of the
it's the end of the what? The cycle.
but at the same time, you can see it's okay, I'm getting ready for the beginning of the new cycle.
But we have to go through winter first, right? Yeah, that darn thing there. Do what? Ignore that. We're going through winter. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I mean, things are turning brown. You go outside after a frost, and those beautiful flowers that were blooming the day before are now dead and ugly looking. I mean, it can get pretty depressing. So, do what? And well, yeah, there you go, allergy. Until that big freeze, right? And then a lot of them are canceled out. So I'm sure some of you with allergies are praying for that freeze. Oh, please, God. Absolutely, absolutely. And what we looked at basically was in this lower left-hand corner reflects, if you will, autumn. Because if you look a little closer at that graphic, you'd see the leaves falling off. And then if we look at that lower right, we have winter. So tell me about winter. Who loves winter? Oh, we've got a couple of hands going. What do you love about winter?
Snow.
Snow, okay. So just the snow, or do you do things with the snow? Or
Just all the things you can do with snow.
There's what?
Skiing, snowmen, snowball fights, shoveling, that's fun too.
Oh yeah, shoveling's a fun one. That's why God invented snowblowers. You know, God didn't invent snowblowers, right? You all agree with me on that?
I actually like being cold because it's so much easier to get warm and bundle up and, you know, sit in front of a fire as opposed to trying to cool down.
Oh,
And
okay.
sleeping and sleeping in your warm blankets and
Okay, so it's kind of getting snuggled and warm and
big sweaters, and I don't have to worry about showing your skin and your weight. Your bulky clothes.